Hello guys and welcome to episode 124 of the Nigerian Football Weekly Podcast. Today is one of the most exciting episodes I love to do as we're doing the preview episode of the Nigeria vs Rwanda World Cup Qualifier. Yes, internationals are back. There's been a 4-month hiatus since the November games where we lost to Rwanda, but always an exciting time speaking of the national team and the Super Eagles. This is a very important international window for the Super Eagles. We're playing World Cup qualifiers back to back, starting with Friday away in Kigali where we play Rwanda, who coincidentally are the last team we played in internationals in November, and we lost 2-1 to them at home, so they're feeling confident. And then we play Zimbabwe next week Tuesday on March 25th at home in Uyo, so look out for that game. One thing to just refresh your mind, the updated Super Eagles squad list that we have, we've got Stanley Nwabali in goal. He will definitely start, and he'll be backed up by Omas Obasogi and Kayode Bankole. Defenders, we have our starting back four with William Troost Ekong and Calvin Bassey. Bruno Yemachi will start at left back, and we will see Olaino start at right back. We know he's probably the player of this, in my opinion, the best right back in the Premier League this season. And then backups, we've got Igor Ugbo, Jonathan Torunariga as centre backs, and also Bright Osai Samuel, who we know is quite versatile and can play left back and right back as well, just like Ola Aino. In the middle of the park, we will see Wilfred Ndidi and Rafael Dika probably start, and Alex Iwobi as well. And they'll be backed up by Alassane Yusuf, Joe Aribo, and Papa Daniel Mustafa of Niger Tornadoes. In the forward line, we have 4 strikers to call up on, but we know one will definitely start. Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, Omar Sadiq, and Tulare Kodare. And now we have 3 wingers in the squad with Ademola Lookman, African Footballer of the Year, Moses Simon, evergreen player for the Super Eagles, and Samuel Chukwueze as well. Nathan Teller was originally in the list, but he dropped out due to injury and will now be replaced by Jordan Torunariga. So what's the tale of the tape? Nigeria, current world ranking, 44th in the world. What a shame. We should be in the top 30, top 20 as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, we move. We know why we're there. African ranking, we're also 5th in the world. And of course, we have a new head coach, Eric Chelle, the Malian coach who took Mali to the quarterfinals of AFCON last year and unfortunately lost in extra time to the host Cote d'Ivoire. And as for Rwanda, they're currently ranked 124th in the world. They are ranked as the 38th best team in Africa out of 53 countries. Their head coach is Adel Amrouchi, and their players to watch are Innocent Nshuti. He's a star striker for them. He plays in Azerbaijan, FK Sabal, and they've got Fiakri Ntwari, who plays for Kaiser Chiefs. So there's no excuse why Nigeria should not be beating Rwanda, let's be honest. If we want to be a big national team that's considered and taken seriously, we should not be drawing or losing to Rwanda, even though we know what happened in our last game against Rwanda last November. So what's the current group stage standings in the World Cup qualifiers? In a 16 group consisting of Rwanda, South Africa, Benin, Lesotho, Nigeria, and Zimbabwe. Rwanda, South Africa, and Benin are all joint first at the moment with 7 points from 4 games. They've each won 2 games each, drawn 1 and lost 1 game each. Then we have Lesotho in 4th place with 5 points, 1 win, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Then we have Super Eagles in the shameful position of 5th with 3 draws and 1 loss from our first 4 games. And then Zimbabwe dead last with 2 points and 2 draws and 2 losses from their first 4 games. So we don't need to talk too much. Nigeria have to win these 2 games. If we don't get 6 points, forget about the World Cup, is basically what I'm trying to say here, guys. Head to head, as I mentioned, in November last year on the 18th, we lost to Rwanda 2-1 in Uyo. Very disgraceful performance. Actually, we've not beaten Rwanda since 2012. So let's just say it's about time. But I'm loving the confidence from the team. Eric Chelle welcoming the players. We've seen on the videos of them coming into camp. Everybody seems happy. Everybody seems prepared. Everybody seems in jovial spirits. And they're focused on the mission of what they have to do. We know that the pitch will not be an issue because Kigali has some of the best facilities in Africa. Rwanda is one of those countries that's really thriving, at least in terms of development on the African continent. So I don't want to hear no excuses for the national team. Recent form for Nigeria, we know what's in this up. We drew with Benin in November, then we lost to Rwanda. The last time we won a game was that forfeited 3-0 win over Libya. And the last game we actually won that we played on the pitch was emphasized. The Ribashu saved us and we beat Libya 1-0 in October. But the good thing is this feels like a fresh new start. Focus for 2025. This is the most important year of the national team in a long time. We have World Cup qualifiers, 2 now, 2 in June, no, 2 in October and 2 in November, or is it 2 in September and 2 in October? Anyway, let's just get 6 points now and then we face the remaining 4 in the new season. But we have no excuse for how we have to perform in these World Cup qualifiers going forward. As for Rwanda as well, They beat Nigeria 2-1 away in their last international game. But they also lost 1-0 to Libya at home 4 days before that game. Yes, Nigeria had already qualified. I must add that caveat because when there's nothing on the line, maybe it plays on the psychic of the players and how they perform. So there's a lot there for us to unpack. So just Nigeria, do not dull us, please. That's all I'm asking for, please. Things to watch out for. We're not sure what formation Eric Chelle will play because it's going to be his first time handling the national team. But we know he favors an attacking approach and we'll look to get the best out of our attacking players. I expect a solid backline because the backline pretty much picks itself. We kind of have a semblance for who the starting lineup should be, even though we may see certain surprises based on how the game state is and how the game goes. But make no mistake about it, Nigeria should be winning this game comfortably. There literally will be no excuse for Nigeria if we do not beat Rwanda. And we only have ourselves to blame if that is the case. But we're feeling positive, we're feeling refreshed, we're feeling confident about the Super Eagles. And long may that belief continue. So who do I expect to be the starting lineup for Nigeria? This is my prediction. As I said, we haven't seen Eric Chelle coach the national team yet. We're not sure what he's going to do. But I think he will go with a 4-2-3-1 because that's been the formation Nigeria has played the most over the past 2-3 years. In goal, I expect Nobali to start. There's no doubt about that. I think the back four picks itself, especially with some of the players not called up. Kaveh Bassey and Chustekong will definitely start. Ekong is our skipper. Bassey is probably the most informed Super Eagles centre-back and most informed defender apart from Olaino. So Olaino will play right back. We know that for sure. And Bruno Yemachi will reprise his role as the left back in the national team. With Onyeka not called up, I would expect a midfield pairing of Wilfred Ndidi and Rafael Edika in the middle of the park. I expect Alex Iwobi to play as our cam, especially with Saidili Bashu not being called up. So look out for that. And Iwobi will be looked at as the player to pick the defense and provide service for Osimhen in this game. Also, wingers, we know the African footballer of the year, Lookman, will definitely start down, is sure. There's a world where we may see Chukwueze start in the right wing, but I will not be surprised if Moses Simon starts. Simply because Moses Simon usually plays off for Nigeria. He has the experience, and this is a player that takes the national team very seriously. In fact, I love Moses Simon. I don't want to act like I don't because that man is a star man. So we may see Simon or Chukwueze start. And for sure, our star player, Victor Osimhen, will start. It's going to be his first start in World Cup qualifiers in this round of qualifications. He did not play any of the first 4 games due to injury. So look out for Victor Osimhen in this game and let's see how the national team perform. What are my score predictions? Look, I'm Nigerian, so I'm biased. We cannot afford not to win this game. In fact, I want to see a statement win from Nigeria. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, so the players will be training today. We know they trained today. They had a light training session yesterday, which was a gym session. But as of earlier today, we know that 21 of 23 players are in camp. So there's no excuses. Facilities look good in Kigali. We should be able to put some semblance of a formation and attacking plan into shape for this game. And no excuses. What are my score predictions for this game? Because Rwanda are the home team, I think they may probably score 1 goal. But Nigeria, we have to score 3. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Nigeria. And to be honest with you, all I know is Osimhen will be involved in the goals. Osimhen and Lookman, between the two of them, they will figure out how they're going to share these goals for us. Because Lord knows we need it. And the time of excuses has passed. Ibrahim Gusau, he's very lucky that the Nations Cup, we made the final. But apart from that, our qualification behavior has been higi-haga since he became NFF president. So we don't want to hear any excuses. But for my money, I expect a 3-1 win for Nigeria. Looking forward to the game. It should be an exciting one. I am going to do a live stream for the Nigeria vs Rwanda game. I know some of you viewers have been clamoring for me to do a live stream. I think it's time for us to start that. And World Cup qualifiers doesn't get any bigger than that. The game will be on FIFA Plus worldwide, but I'm sure it'll be on Super Sports in Nigeria. So please come along and join me for the ride as we watch the game on Friday. It will be 5 p.m. Nigeria time, 4 p.m. London time. So look out for that one. And please join me if you can on the stream as we enjoy watching the Super Eagles, and hopefully it'll be positive news all around for us. So look out for that game. Go Super Eagles. Look out for the next episode, and of course we'll be doing a review of the game over the weekend and previewing the next game against Zimbabwe. So really excited. Super Eagles are back, international football is back, and it's time for us to see the Eagles soar by God's grace. Until next time, take care. I'll be your host, Oluoke. Remember, we're Nigeria Football Weekly on all social media channels except on Twitter at NFWPOD. Until next time, take care and go Super Eagles. Ciao.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and click the bell to get a notification whenever we drop the video. You can also find our social media channels listed below. And of course, up Super Eagles and Nigeria no dey ever carry last.